Welcome to your Power Express practice. We're going to move gently to begin, then build some heat before coming down and leaving this quick practice feeling energized and balanced. We are going to begin today in an easy seated position. If you're not there already, please join me in one. When you arrive, take the first couple minutes just to release any kinks, shake out the body, and then come to a still position. You might take the hands to the knees, tuning into what you're craving today. If you're looking to energize, feeling a little down, needed uplifting, awakening energy, you might release the palms to the sky to receive. But if what you need in this moment is a calm sense of grounding, then taking the palms down towards the earth. And if you haven't softened your gaze or gently closed down the eyes already, and you feel comfortable doing so, please join me now. There. As we land in this shape, beginning to find stillness, beginning to get quiet, curious, embracing the opportunity to check in and notice. You might also use this time to bring into or out of the body any energies or intentions that will serve you. If anything is coming up that maybe is distracting, any negative energy that might be accompanying you as you land on your mat right now, just go ahead and release that with each breath out. Staying here with the same intention for 3 more breaths. Together, taking one final deep cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, feel the belly fill with energizing breath. And let it all go out the mouth with a sigh. Gently open up the eyes. And come to meet in a tabletop position. Landing in a tabletop position, beginning by keeping the wrists a little bit ahead, so not stacking them directly beneath the shoulders, just taking them a little bit ahead to begin as we cycle through some cow-cat movements. Inhale takes our gaze up, and as you exhale, nice round through the spine. As you move through this shape, adding any additional movement that might feel good, maybe lingering anywhere along the way. Know that you can always take this at a pace different than me if it feels good to move a little faster, move a little slower. Just finding a way to make this movement your own. Slowly tuck the toes if you've released the feet to the mat. Connect the big toes at the back of your mat, then walk the hands all the way back, coming up onto the toes before releasing the knees down, coming into this, I want to say gentle toe squat. Is a toe squat ever gentle? Not for these old feet. And then landing here, beginning to take the attention to the wrists. Gently rolling out the wrists, maybe interlacing the fingers, creating some circles. Awesome. And gently release. Extend the right arm out, palm to the sky. Draw the fingertips back towards the body. And switching hands. Keep that focus on the forearm and you'll forget about the burning in the toes. Maybe your toes feel good. And always know if they don't, you can take it forward. If you need a little bit more, you can always sit back more. And roll it out, gently release. Hands come back to the mat, lift the feet, wiggle the toes. Give some life to these toes. And then taking the knees back, hip distance apart, walk the hands forward a hair, press all the way back, downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 full breaths to land in this shape for the first time of our practice. Finding any movement here that feels good. One more breath. Slowly begin to walk the hands to meet the feet at the back of your mat. We're in a forward fold. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Staying here, allow the hands to find their way to opposite elbows. We're in a ragdoll shape. Staying here in this ragdoll shape for 2 more slow breaths. Taking any movement that feels good, being mindful to release any tensing or gripping in the neck. Hands release. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms wide overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, walk the hands to the top of the mat, landing in a high plank. You can stay here on the toes if it's available, if it feels better to drop to the knees. Even maybe just this first round, do that. But if it's available, stay on the toes. Landing in this high plank, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bending the knees, gently draw the hands back towards the feet. We're back at the end of our mats in a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, walk the hands to the top of the mat. This time landing in our high plank, finding plank saw for 10. So on the inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, forward. Exhale, release. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, and 10. Bend the knees as you walk the hands to meet the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, walk the hands forward. This time coming to the top corners of our mat, we're in an extended plank. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the hands back in, press all the way back, downward facing dog. Making any adjustments to land in a way that feels good in this shape. One more breath. Take the feet to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or hop back, high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale to extend. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or hop back, high to low plank. Inhale to upward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat, step or hop your way up. Inhale to rise, exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, high to low plank. Inhale to upward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Extend the left leg long behind you. Pause here, one breath. Then step your foot through to the top of the mat, rise up, warrior two. Breathing space into the hips here. Feels good to be on our feet. Landing here, one more breath. Straighten the front leg, gentle shift forward, open the palms to triangle. Release to warrior two. Front palm flips, reverse your warrior. The hand might come down the thigh, maybe it comes to the hip. Release, warrior two. Forearm to the thigh, extended side angle. Staying here, maybe you're looking for more. And the hand comes inside the foot. You might take a bind here, half or a full bind. Slowly release the hands through center, finding a little easy movement from side to side. Coming onto the left foot, send the toes of the right foot to the sky. We are in a Skandasana on the left side. Hands might stay connected to the mat. Maybe they come through heart center. Might set that drishti gaze, keep that stable gaze, keep that stable balance. Gentle release. Find a little easy movement that feels good from side to side before coming to your Skandasana on the other side. Making any adjustments, always knowing that if you're not getting the sensation you're seeking, or maybe if the sensation is a little too spicy, you can always adjust that. And you might play with where your hands land. I know for me, a lot of the time, I'll land in the same way, either my hands on either side, or I'll take them through heart center. But sometimes taking the hands to the inside is a nice little shift, just noticing those subtle differences, finding a little bit of play here in this shape, how that adjusts the sensation. Release the sole of both feet to the mat. Little easy movement side to side. This time we take the hands all the way to the right foot. Spin it to what was the back of your mat. Rise up, warrior two. Little sunbeam, I'll take it. I'll take all the sun all the time. Here we are, warrior two. One more strong breath. Gentle, slow straighten of that front leg as we open up, drawing forward, finding triangle. Always know support is welcome here. You can take the hand to a block, release the hand to the other side of the shin. Inhale, rise to warrior two. Open up, reverse your warrior. Release warrior two. Maybe you have a little bit more space. Maybe you can sink 1 inch further into that front leg this time. Maybe draw the shoulders back 1 inch more. And finding your extended side angle. Whichever variation is calling you in this moment. Slowly release the hands through center. This time the feet come parallel. We're in a wide leg forward fold. Finding a little movement if that feels good. If it feels good to just linger at center, stay there. Inhale, extend the arms all the way to the sky. And as you exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Whew. Breathe some life into the heart center as you open up. And as you exhale, draw the palms toward one another, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Open up the heart. Maybe there's even a gentle back bend here. And exhale, come back to center. Release the hands just long enough to switch the grip. So whichever way you had landed, put the opposite pinky on top. You notice it's the one that feels uncomfortable. If it feels weird, if it feels a little awkward, you're probably in the right spot now. Inhale. Draw the shoulders down, create some space between the shoulders and the ears. Maybe find a little bit of movement here. And as you exhale, begin to release forward. And know as you're in this fold, if it feels good to find a little movement, find a little movement. Let's really make each shape serve your needs in this moment. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Say no slingshot, maybe a little slingshot. Slowly heel toe the feet to land beneath the hips, coming into a tree pose on the right side. So rooting through the left foot. Left foot is our stable base, finding that tree pose. Maybe the foot comes to the thigh, maybe the shin, maybe the floor.
wherever it feels good to land today. Woo. Really thinking about engaging that standing leg, clawing into the mat. Whew. Maybe fall out, that's okay. Maybe you're not clawing enough. Always knowing you can find more depth, taking the arms up, the eyes up. Slowly release. Draw the knee up through center. You might take the opposite arm out to the side for stability, and then drawing the knee open to this side. Come back through center. Repeating that, or taking the peace fingers to bind the big toes. Maybe balancing is really hard. Balancing is really hard. Maybe it's really hard today. Maybe extending to the front and to the side. Holy smokes. There. Holding here for one more breath. Slow release and let it go. Whew, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. That's my good leg. Balancing is hard. We got to acknowledge that. We're showing up and we're doing the things. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, rinse it out. Inhale, find a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Finding our tree pose on the other side, rooting through our stable, strong right base. Right foot is our base. Taking the foot to the shin, maybe to the calf, maybe to the thigh. Set that drishti gaze, especially when it's hard, always, but especially when having a day when balance is hard. Really focus on finding that place to ground you, that focal point. One more breath here. Slowly releasing, keeping that foot, tap it down. Keep it lifted if you can, not for me today. Drawing the knee up through center, slow open to the side. Coming back to center, maybe repeating. Maybe staying with the hand on the knee, or you might take the peace fingers to bind the big toe. Slowly opening to the front and the side. Holding here. One more breath. Slowly release. Shake it out. Take the feet back towards the top of your mat. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, high to low plank. Inhale, rising to upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. This time from the hands or from the knees, lowering all the weight to the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms beside the body, palms face down. Inhale, lift to locust. Lifting the feet, lifting the hands.
Gaze is neutral. Here for one more breath, lifting a little higher if you can. Feel everything in that back line begin to fire up. And slow release. Take the hands beneath the shoulders, press all the way back to child's pose. Knees wide, knees connected, yogi's choice. Staying here in this child's pose if that's what's calling you, or finding an inversion. Any inversion, anything that floats your boat. I'll be taking a forearm headstand. You might join me in that. Exploring a handstand or a forearm stand if that's calling. Maybe flipping to your back and taking a waterfall. Keeping your focal point, remembering to breathe. Holding here, one more breath. And slowly, with control, lower all the way to the mat, coming back to your child's pose. This time, taking the knees wide, releasing the forehead to the mat, finding a gentle roll from left to right, letting the shoulders drop with the forehead as you roll from side to side. Pausing at center, release, rise up, come all the way onto your back. Knees draw in towards the chest, finding a little easy movement from side to side. Extend the right leg long. Maybe shimmy on your mat. Extend the right leg long. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Left arm releases to the earth. Supine twist to the right. Staying here or adding any additional movement into this twist, or if this variation isn't for you, finding that perfect twist that's calling to you today. Gentle release through center. This time extend the arms both out to a T. Plant the soles of the feet. Release the knees twice through each side. Coming back through center, left leg extends long, right knee draws into the chest before twisting to the left. Release back to center. Draw the knees into the chest. Gentle side to side movements. Slowly release the soles of the feet to the mat. Heel toe the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Draw your knees to connect at center. We're in a pyramid legs pose. So really thinking about actively grounding down through all four corners of both feet, keeping the low back, drawing into the earth, drawing the knees together. Maybe taking the arms to a cactus or a T, or you might even like to keep them. Sometimes I like to keep them on my hips just to feel that internal rotation. When I drive home what's going on here.
Gently release, drawing the soles of the feet to connect, letting the knees fall open. We're in a Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly shape. This time you might let the arms fall beside the body, palms to the sky. And when you're ready, gently guide the feet to the bottom corners of your mat. Full deep breath in. And as you release the breath out the mouth, releasing any tension left in the body, landing fully relaxed in Shavasana. On your next breath, begin to invite gentle movement back to the body. Slowly begin to walk the heels in towards the bum, connecting the soles of the feet to the mat. Landing here, take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, pausing for 2 full breaths. Taking this time to acknowledge exactly where you're at in this moment. To offer to yourself a little note of appreciation for carving this time out to land on your mat and nourish your body and mind today. Draw the knees to the chest, hands come to the back of the thighs. Slowly tuck the chin and begin to rock and roll up and down the spine. Until you arrive in an easy seated position. Slowly drawing the hands through heart center and together from our seat. Closing our practice with one final deep cleansing breath of gratitude in through the nose and release it out the mouth. Thank you for landing on your mat and sharing virtual space with me, loving on your body, building a little bit of heat. Have the best day.